Everybody has that one album or that one song that made you dive into a genre of music. I have a few for me, and I'm gonna rank them. My top three. Top three. But I have Exodus Bonded by Blood. I listened to a lot of like Metallica and late Slayer. I wasn't really into like the fast, hard, violent lyricist, in-your-face thrash metal quite yet. And then I heard that album, and I absolutely fucking fell in love immediately. As soon as I listened to it, I just was like, God damn. And I listened to the whole album a few times that day, because I like to do that with a new album. I listened to it like twice, know the songs and stuff like that. And I fucking fell in love. It's still one of my favorites. When I started to burn CDs, that was one of the first ones I burned. It was around that time. And I just, oh my God, fucking instantly, like I say, fell in love. I listened to it a lot, all the time, in my old 97 truck with the CD player still. I put that in there a lot. That was in there for probably a good week straight, just playing and shuffling when I drove around and stuff. But that is the one album that really made me dive into like hard, heavy thrash. The second one was Rain and Blood by Slayer. Obviously a classic, fucking pioneering album. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. But it took me a minute. Like, I would listen to it and it's like, okay, like I'm not really into this fast, hard shit yet. Because that was a lot harder than Bonded by Blood. And I listened to a few songs, like Raining Blood and Postmortem I really liked. Even before I got into the whole album and fell in love with that whole album too. But I liked those two songs. I'm like, okay. And I took like a few weeks and then I was like, well, I'll give it another listen. And then I came back after listening to like Exodus more and a lot of heavier stuff like Possessed. I came back to it and oh my God, I fucking loved it immediately. Because I was like, what is all the hype for this album about? And then I realized. I went through and actually listened to every single song all the way through a few times and fell in love with it. I mean, it's such a masterpiece of an album. And that really made me dive into more death metal, especially. Like Fit for an Autopsy and Death and stuff like that. I really got dove into after listening to that album. I mean, that one was super influential on my music taste as well. But my last one that I really listened to a lot, that really changed what I listened to, was Pleasure to Kill by Creator, which is still probably one of my favorite metal albums of all time. I mean, you have Choir of the Damned intro, and then Ripping Corpse. I mean, you have that nice, soft little ease into fucking in-your-face, fucking loud, dark lyricist thrash, and I fucking love it. I love that album so much as well. That was the same thing with Exodus. Like, I started to burn CDs, and I burnt that one, and that stayed in my truck for like a month and a half, because I work 2 minutes away, so it's not like I have a lot of time to listen to different CDs and stuff. But I'd go on road trips, and those would definitely be like the 3 CDs I grabbed, because like I said, I drive a 97 Sierra. That shit still has CD players. So I put them in, and on my road trip I listened to all of them a few times, and I love it. I love it. They all made really good impacts on me personally. Especially, like I say, Bonded by Blood really got me into Possessed, and then Possessed got me into Slayer, and then that Slayer got me into Creator, and it was just a big old fuck train of good in-your-face thrash metal, and I loved it. So I think that's all I have today. What was your album or song that really made you dive into your genre of music? It could be pop, it could be rock, it could be techno, whatever. Everyone has that one song or that one album that made them fucking go down a rabbit hole and find out what they really like. And those are my top 3 that really made me change my music taste from kind of that light metal to that in-your-face death metal shit. So I think that's all I have for you today. Let me know down below what your favorite metal album is that really changed your taste. And yes, have a beautiful day.